All right. Today, boys and girls, we are going to learn about letters and sounds. And we're going to take those letters and sounds and we are going to do some activities with it. But before we do that, we got to get our wiggles out. We got to stand up. We got to wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle with me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Wiggle with me. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. All right. Now we're going to sit down. Your job during pack time today is to learn some words that have some beginning sounds. We're going to work on that. I'm going to show you and we're going to practice with some picture cards, some words, and I'm going to ask you to tell me the first sound that you hear. Then we're going to practice our letters and we're going to practice our letters and sounds. And then we're going to work on reading some words and putting that word in a sentence and counting how many words is in the sentence. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to need your help. I'm going to sing this song and it goes like this. B says B. B says B. Every letter makes a sound. B says B. Help me sing it. B says B. Help me sing, y'all.
Okay.
Y'all like B says B. B says B. Every letter makes a sound. B says B. G says G. G says G. Every letter makes a sound. G says G. Now, something interesting about the letter G. I want you to put your hand right here on your throat. You're going to feel your throat do something funny when you make that sound. You're going to feel your throat move forward. So let's make that sound together. G. Did you feel that? Feel it again. G. Good. Next, I want you to take these two fingers right here and put it on your cheeks. Now, make that sound again. G. Make that sound one more time. G. Did you feel your mouth open up and your jaw drop? That is getting them used to how these sounds feel in their mouth. And then they're doing something as you're saying the sounds instead of just listening to you make the sound.
Yeah.
Okay? H says, H says, every letter makes a sound. H says, good. F says, not f.
See, that's where I get wrong. That's where I get it wrong at.
Look at my mouth. Look at my teeth placement when I make the sound. F says, you see that? Your bottom teeth hit the top of your lip. F says, every letter makes a sound. F says, now we have the letter C. C says, C says, every letter makes a sound. C says, good. Now, those are our letters and sounds that we're going to work on. The next day, you take these same letters. You go over them again. Same letters. Now you add a letter to it that you didn't do the day prior. Okay, so you're going to work on these same letters all week, but then the next day you add a letter. The next day you add a letter. Then the next day you add a letter.
The different letters of the alphabet.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
And then, like I said, you could play an uppercase, lowercase matching game. You could put it on the floor, and you can give them the uppercase letter, and then they got to find the match. Now they're up moving, and they're doing something, okay? And notice when you're singing a song, you're going to start seeing them do this. A says, ah. A says, ah. Some of them are going to start rocking. That's that kinesthetic motion.
Okay.
That's that kinesthetic motion that's going to help them remember through song. Because that's how they learn things. They remember through song. Instead of saying, what letter is this? What letter is this?
Yeah.
What? Come on. Now, sing to the babies. And you don't have to be the best singer in the world. All right? So that was alphabet letter knowledge. And I'm going to take these. All three of these concepts can be taught in one pack time lesson. So you guys need to remember, you're doing one thing at a time. They're bored.
Exactly. That's how I'm trying to figure out how to add this exactly how you just did, to put it together so that they can be doing more instead of doing one thing and then going to something else.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah. So here you go. Phonological awareness. I'm going to go over the picture cards first. With this activity, boys and girls, you are going to tell me the first sound you hear in the word. Again, you're going to tell me the first sound you hear in the word. Watch me, listen. Watch me, listen. Cake. The first sound in cake is k. One more time. Watch me, listen. And you're going to have to say that a couple of times because they've been wanting to say it when you say it.
Mm-hmm.
But you really want them to pay attention what you're asking them to do.
Mm-hmm.
Watch me, listen. Cake. The first sound in cake is k. Now, I would do it about 2 or 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
The first sound in cake is k. That was my 3rd time doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, India, tell me the first sound you hear in cake. Now, India, I want you to get it wrong or don't say anything at all. India, tell me the first sound you hear in cake.
But.
Come here, India. Put the phone down now. So at that time, you're going to scaffold this for India, okay?
Mm-hmm.
You want India, come over here.
Okay. Get down.
Yep.
Okay.
You want India to be in close proximity of you, not standing way over there, you not standing so. You want her to be near you,
Mm-hmm.
okay? And then you say, India, look at me, watch me. The first sound I hear in cake is k. The first sound I hear in cake is k. What's the first sound you hear in cake? K, k. That's how you scaffold their learning. So if they don't get it, you just don't move on to the next child.
Mm-hmm.
You keep doing it with them and you repeat it and have them repeat it back.
Okay. Yeah.
What's the first sound you hear in cake? Now, if she continues to get it wrong, that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Then you say it again. Any of the first sound I hear in cake is can you make that sound? That's when you stop talking. You stop doing all the talking and just make the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Because sometimes that confuses them.
Mm-hmm.
When you're doing all this,
Yeah.
you just strictly just leave the words out and just make the sound.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And that's how you can practice in them centers.
Right. Exactly. Same thing with this one. Hot dog. Let's say that word.
Hot dog.
Very good. Put your hand up to your mouth. Make the sound again. Hot dog. You feel your breath on your hand when you say that first sound in the word. The first sound I hear is you make the sound. Tamika, what is the first sound you hear in hot dog? Good, Tamika. Next word, parrot. Parrot. What is the first sound you hear in parrot?
Puh.
It's not puh. Good.
Okay.
Make sure you're listening to that and you're listening to those sounds to make sure they're doing it correctly.
Do you have a video in the thing?
I sent it to you.
Remember
Remember?
that day when
Oh,
she
yeah.
said those sounds?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
sent it to you.
In your
Okay.
in your feedback at the beginning, I sent you.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah,
Yep.
I remember that.
And sometimes you just have to keep watching that video.
I've been listening to them, but I want to make sure because some of them video people don't be saying
They
the
don't.
words. Right.
You have to be careful.
Mhm.
You have to be. These little videos, like those videos, like Gracie's Corner.
Yeah,
and all
they
that,
don't
They
repeat.
do
And I
not
have
say the
to-
sounds right.
I have
No.
to watch myself now because my son is doing this. Zai's doing the same thing next week, and they're gonna start practicing like I'll show you. And I was like, ooh, let me get my sound
Yeah.
together for him so he don't be
Yeah.
going saying it wrong.
Exactly. And like you guys were saying, some of the videos that you play for them, you have to be careful because they start hearing those sounds
and that's in
then
their head,
they
and
do
then
it
they
wrong.
confuse them when we do
Exactly.
it different.
Exactly. So be careful of the videos that you're playing for them that's doing letters and sounds, or more so sounds.
Mhm.
All right. Now we're doing. Now that activity you were doing today, Miss Forney, during your pack time lesson, the
Wow.
rhyme completion,
That's one.
perfect
Mhm.
because that that goes along with phonological awareness.
Mhm.
So I would back that up. you can use that activity as a transition and transition them to the next activity. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
So you could put that on the back end.
Okay.
You could put the letters and sounds on the back end and use it as a transition. You don't have to do those concepts in order.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a minute.
Okay.
Okay. So now we went over our letters and sounds. Now we're gonna talk about concepts of print. But before that, we're gonna do some rhyming, which is phonological awareness as well. But we're gonna talk about that ACT family. When I put two of these letters together, the A and the T, it makes that ACT sound. ACT. ACT. Now I'm going to put the H here, and now I have ACT. ACT. The word is hat. Now I'm going to put the F here, and I have ACT. ACT. The word is fat. Good. Now I'm going to put the C here, and I have ACT. ACT. Now the word is
Cat.
cat.
Good job.
You're such a pro with it.
I put.
I mean,
I'm
it hurt
interested.
me. Like it really, like Miss Alexander was getting on us. It hurt me so bad because I want to be excellent at teaching them how to do it.
You will.
Yeah.
You will. Going through trainings, like, the trainings that we go through, the PDs that we go through, your coach coming in and modeling for you, you practicing the skill. For me, you got to think about, I was in a classroom for 22 years.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? You're just coming into the classroom.
Exactly. And that's what I try to tell her, like, lady,
You got to learn.
I'm learning.
Yeah.
Don't tell me I'm not doing my job and I'm learning.
I got the
She fired up. She fired
Yeah.
But I understand. I know how it is.
Yeah.
But you
But
have
it
to
make it
also,
seem to us that we're not.
and we gonna talk about that when we off camera, okay?
Okay.
We still rolling. We still rolling. We don't want no evidence. On it, okay?
Exactly.
We don't want no, but we'll talk about that when we turn the camera on, okay?
Okay.
So now we have ACT. ACT. The word is bat. So now you will take those words. Now we have concepts of print. You pass out your manipulatives to the children. You can use Unifix cues where they can stack. So you show them how to use the Unifix cubes. Can you get me some Unifix cubes? You show them how to use the Unifix cubes, okay?
We got the Lincoln.
What is that? Yeah. That's them. I'm sorry, y'all. My contacts are not contacted. You're going to have little baggies always sitting up here with you. Always.
Okay.
You can put them behind your ears or whatever. You want to have enough bags for every child in your classroom. So if you have 12 children, have 12 bags. Inside those 12 bags, you're going to have at least 8 cubes in each bag. Okay? When you get ready to teach, tell them to take out their cubes. Because when you teach concepts of print, you want them to be able to count the words in the sentence.
Yeah, I do that with them too. Yeah.
So you can read the sentence, model for them first what they're going to do. I like a cat. I like a cat. I like a cat. How many words is in that sentence? Let's count our cubes. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 words in that sentence. This is the same concept as when you do concepts of spoken word. I, you're pushing them forward. I like, you get where I'm going with this, because I can't do it right here.
Yeah.
But You can either have them stack them or you can have them push it up, push it forward as you say the word in front of them. I would rather have them push it forward because that's what they need to practice. Yeah, that's what they need to practice. And you're teaching them the skill of counting words in a sentence. Okay? And just like you guys have that over there, concepts of print, where they can point to each word, now you can add cues to it. You see what I'm saying?
Yes.
All right. So now it's the end of pack time. We're getting ready to go to centers, let's say. Or we getting ready to go to quiet time, let's say. All right, boys and girls, you guys did an excellent job today with your listening ears. I want to see who remembers their letters and letter sounds. Tamika, tell me this letter. Tell me this sound.
G.
Good. You may go. India, Tamika, John, stand up. Tell me this letter and letter sound.
K.
You may go. Timmy, Tammy, Tina, tell me this letter and letter sound. You may go. See how I'm calling 3 at a time? I'm calling 3 at a time. Now watch this. India, tell me this word.
Hat.
Hat. Very good, India. I know India is higher. India knows her letters and letter sounds already, so she's ready to read words. I know that because I looked at my data. See how I differentiated that? Tamika, tell me the first letter in this word.
C.
C. Very good. Tamika, can you tell me the last letter in this word?
T.
T. Very good, Tamika. I differentiated again. Because I know Tamika knows her letters. Now she still needs to get her sounds stronger.
Exactly. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
And see, we have some in the class that know all lowercase and uppercase, so this is more of a challenge for them by actually having them to start reading some of them words.
Yeah, and I'm starting because I know the kids. I know exactly what they need, like who know their letters and who need to know their sounds. So I got that already.
So do you have it written down somewhere? That's my next question.
Miss India has some of it written down, but not all of the kids yet.
So you guys are getting ready to take the alphabet letter assessment. That is going to give you solid information. My thing is, even though we only take that once a year, I can send you guys an alphabet progress monitoring sheet that you can use.
Okay.
And you can keep using that throughout the year.
Okay.
So if somebody comes in and says, why are you doing it like this? Because when I look at my data, I know India knows all of her letters, but she needs to work on her sounds.
Yeah, see, I got it in my file. So whenever my evaluator came, that's how I showed, what we do in the room. Because some of them, the ones that do know it, we have them help the ones that need help on those letters.
Exactly. So you can pair them up during center time.
Yeah, that's what we usually do.
Okay.
Yeah.
But when you're doing something like this, it's instructional time. It's teacher time.
Yes.
Okay.
And then too, we put it on the lesson plans. So that's another way because we work on it during those individual childs, and we work on like those sounds and letters that based off that data.
Good.
Yeah.
So now you can start pulling out these letters that they don't know.
Okay. Yeah.
And work on them during pack time. You see what I'm saying? And then you can work on them. You can put things, because I see a little basket over there with some letters on it, and the balls have letters on it. Now you can be more strategic. They don't know these letters, so just put everything in this basket that begins with the letter F, because I know they don't know this letter. 50% of my class does not know the letter F. So then you start putting things in your center so they can practice the letter F.
Ours, I noticed they get P and Q. P.
So you could put that in your pack time.
What letter do Y make? Sound does Y make?
So the way I do it is I think of yarn, yo-yo. So it's
Yeah. Okay.
it's like a y sound.
Okay.
And it's very soft and it's you cut it off.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So the next day, Monday, you do these letters. You're not gonna switch up. You're just gonna add a letter.
Just add letters.
Okay.
So
Tuesday rolls around. You have the same letter. Now you just added one.
How do you get them to better? Because some of them, like they seem like they get their capital letters faster than their lowercase letters.
And most of them do because the visual discrimination of it.
Oh, okay.
Uppercase letters are just straight lines.
Mm-hmm.
But when you get to lowercase, they're made of curves.
Yes, yes.
That's harder for children to pick up.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's why we always say start with the lowercase letters first and kind of move in the uppercase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You don't want to teach them in isolation, but you want to use more lowercase because when they start looking at words, most words are written in lowercase letters.
That's right.
You see what I'm saying?
That's right.
And then you can back it up to their name. Your name begins with an uppercase letter, but the rest of these letters are lowercase.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? That's why we always tell you guys to expose them to vocabulary words and vocabulary during large group. Because those vocabulary words, some start with an uppercase letter and the rest are lowercase, and some are just lowercase. So if you show them that, you're exposing them to letters as well. So they pick up on uppercase letters first because one, they're easier to write because they're just straight lines and they're used to seeing things that are straight.
Exactly.
But when you start adding in lowercase, they're made up of curved lines and straight lines.
Yeah.
And so that could be a small group activity you can do where they have to sort all of the letters that have straight lines, all of the letters that have curved lines.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
That's an activity that you can do. And you can even do that activity during pack time as well, because that's that visual discrimination. And that goes back to Brigance.
Yeah.
That's how everything, and I tell teachers all the time, you guys teach things in isolation. You don't have to.
Okay.
Whatever you do in pack can spill over into your large group. Next day you come in for large group. Hey, remember we talked about concepts of print? Let's look at our question of the day. Let's count the words in our question of the day. That's concepts of print. You're in your read aloud. You have vocabulary words out. Let's talk about the words. Let's talk about the letters in basketball. Look at my title. I'm reading the book Ball. Let's talk about the letters in the word ball. B-A-L-L. Concepts of print. You open the book. See how we have a picture and we have words. The words tell you what's going on in the picture, but you could also look in the picture to tell me what's going on as well. Gotcha. Concepts of print. Something very short, very quick, very simple. You're not, you want to kind of get your day where everything is not in isolation. It works together.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So whatever you do in one part of your instructional day,
do it throughout the whole time.
There you go.
Yes.
Now you can take these same letters. All right, boys and girls, we're getting ready to line up to go outside. You're going outside. You're going outside. We're going outside. Everybody, we're getting ready to go outside. Tell me the letter. Tell me the sound. Tell me the letter. Tell me the sound. And you going on outside.
Yeah.
And now you got your transition.
Exactly.
Or you could take out your mighty minute and do your mighty minute going outside. So the time it takes you to walk outside and get across the parking lot, you did already did these letters again. Now you're going to use the same letters in pack time.
Or we can sing that song as we going outside.
There you go. Gotcha. Yep. So the rhyme recognition activity you did today, great activity for pack time. Okay. Some days, if you're doing a song like Down by the Bay, that's a long song.
Yeah.
Some days that's all you need. Alphabet letter knowledge and a song like Down by the Bay. Because it's hitting all the concepts. Phonological awareness. And then, you can leave concepts of print off. So some days you have to decide if you're doing a song like Down by the Bay.
Is it enough?
Is it enough?
Okay.
Because that's a long song.
Yeah.
And you can go on with that forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay? All right, y'all can stop the video.
Okay. I was gonna